This is gonna have to work. Hey there, Ted here, Big Goofy Runner, doing another one of my weekly videos to kind of talk about my weight loss, my exercising, how I'm trying to get back in shape, and all that kind of fun stuff. A slight change of angles and cameras and stuff like that. Normally I'm sitting at my computer here with the camera shooting over basically at my face and just kind of sitting talking head video. Wanted to try one standing up, just try and play with around a little bit of stuff I got. Birthday this week, so got some extra stuff for shooting stuff on the phone and some extra lights. So I'm still playing around a lot with that, so hopefully this doesn't look too horrible. But yeah, just giving it a try to see what this is going to look like. So yeah, let's get into it. So this week, as I said, birthday, turned 50 this year, so that's pretty crazy, because if you were to turn around and ask me, how old are you? I'd go 30, and then I'd start doing the math, and yeah, so somewhere in there I lost a decade and a half. But anyway, the it's not bad, I'm doing okay. It's not like my body completely fell apart as soon as I hit 50, because I've been slowly breaking it over the last couple of years anyway. Yeah, through the week, just other stuff, picked up different birthday items, things like that, or got the different birthday stuff kind of pop in. Got a new computer for editing videos and that kind of stuff, because my old one was getting a little bit older and it was choking on these 4K videos that I've been doing. And I want to keep playing with the 4K and getting better, so birthday is a good excuse to get a new computer. Anyway, so that's that worked. That's always that's fun right now, trying to get graphics cards. So that was interesting, an interesting experience. Anyway, for weight loss, 239 today and yesterday, so that's a new low, but it's only a half-pound lower than last week's low. So that's unfortunate, but and then you think the few weeks before that, where it seems like maybe I have plateaued, but I'm realizing that what it is over the last few weeks, I've been doing additional snacking and other things like that. Especially this week, you got birthday cake and other treats and things like that associated with the birthday that, basically fought against the weight loss. So the hope is that this week I can get things sorted out and get back to normal and continue the weight loss from there. I didn't gain anything. I came down a half a pound, so that is a positive with kind of how badly I kind of fell off the rails a little bit this week. So that's good. Yeah, running's okay. Longest run was, what did I do? I did 9 last weekend, I guess, but this week the longest was a 7 mile. I did that pretty good. I did some speed work on it. There are a couple other speed work runs or decent runs. I still have a run to do today. Would have been scheduled for yesterday, but yesterday instead I did a bunch of yard work and stuff. I was out raking the yard for an hour and a half kind of deal, because yeah, we live on a gravel road and we have a gravel driveway, and every spring I have to clean the driveway off of the lawn, because shovel snow and the gravel goes up on the grass, and yeah, we got to return it to the driveway every summer or every spring. So did that yesterday. That takes a fair bit of time. So I didn't run. I've scheduled myself a 10 miler for today. And I don't know if it's going to happen. The longer runs are still messing with my head. Even though with the new treadmill, it's a more pleasant experience than what it was with the other one. I know it's not going to kill me. I know I've done the longer runs on the new treadmill. It's all good and I'll feel good afterwards. But mentally committing that hour and a half or 2 hours or whatever I need to do on the treadmill or whatever, I just can't, or I'm having trouble with. And it's kind of, it'll give me a little bit of anxiety, I guess, to do those runs. So I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm going to get on the treadmill a little bit later. I'll do get to basically 4 or 5 miles, and from there mentally see if I can push myself to go a little further. We'll see what I actually get done. But what I'm realizing and seeing is that because I have that long run there, I push it off. If I'd had it as a shorter run, I probably would have done it yesterday, even with all the yard work. So that's making me delay these runs and maybe miss them, and that's not good. So that's something I need to work through mentally, but it also says to me right now I'm still not ready for those long miles. I need to work up to them. So I've been doing 4 runs a week, 2 shorter ones in the 4 to 5 mile range, a medium, say 7-ish miles, 6 to 7 miles, and then this medium longer run I've been trying to push in there. And it's that one that's falling apart. So I think if I back that off to a medium run, say to match whatever the 6 or 7 is, and if I throw in another small or short mileage on the additional day, so instead of trying to run 4 days and potentially end up being only 3 because I blow off the long run, if I try and schedule 5 but nothing really long, it's going to be better for exercising. I'm going to get more miles in overall for burning calories and getting back in shape, that kind of thing. And then as I get my weight down further, I start slowly increasing the length of all the runs across the board so that when it comes time, say in a month or so, maybe a month and a half, then I can start going to those longer runs from there, maybe doing them more outside, things like that, putting in some other stuff. But as it is right now, that the anxiety I'm feeling when I've got the long run on the schedule is messing up, I think, the rest of my weight loss as well. Plus the diet issues I was just talking about. So those combined are just not helping me right now. So I'm going to back off, focus on the weight loss. As I've been saying, that is my goal. Getting marathon ready is not my goal right now. Losing weight is my goal. And I think that long run on the schedule is helping to mess me up. So I'm going to back that off and I'm going to go shorter probably. Still see what happens today once I get on the treadmill a little later, probably later this afternoon, and see what happens from there. But yeah, that's unfortunate, but it is the way it is. But as I've said before, I am not training for a specific race or anything like that. I'm just trying to lose weight and get a bit better at the running so that when I do decide to start training for a particular race, I've got a nice level base that I can start from. That's the idea. So that's where I'm going for on that. It's these honest readjustments mentally and looking at stuff, tracking what I'm eating as well so that I know when I've eaten something unusual and that's what's messing with my diet or my weight loss as well. So I don't do a full blog about or a log of everything I eat, but I kind of write down anything unusual I eat. So that's where I catch, like, oh, this thing gives me maybe a higher glycemic impact, and it just doesn't, my body doesn't react well to it or something like that. So I know to avoid those kind of foods. So I'm not doing a true food diary, but I'm watching what I'm eating and I'm writing down anything unusual. And I know this week I had snacks and candies and things like that, and birthday cake and stuff like that, all associated with my birthday, and kind of dragging this out into a week-long celebration instead of the one day or whatever, where I was allowing myself to treat. So sort that stuff out. The running, I'm going to increase that, so that's all good too. So the hope is that next week I'll hit a better number. Not the 239 is bad. That is still 28 pounds down from January. But I keep going there from there. Once I hit the 30-pound down mark, I'm going to do another video where I talk about everything I've done and how it's all working. Give it more details on that rather than one of these quick overview videos of, hey, this is working, this is not working. I'm going to give kind of the quick or a full overview of what I'm doing. Probably a little bit longer video. We'll look at some numbers, we'll look at some like spreadsheets and things like that, and kind of show how it's working and what's working and what's not, and go from there, explain my story from there. Energized about this week coming up. I've burned off all the treats in the house, so I got to go back to what I'm supposed to be doing. So hopefully I can get that on track this week, and we'll see where we get to for next weekend. And yeah, what else this week? Oh yeah, both my wife Heather and I got our COVID shots on our first vaccination shots on Friday. No real impacts for me. Had a little soreness in the shoulder when after I got it, or like the next morning, but I also slept on that arm, so I just don't know if that was the same thing or not. Last night I was feeling cold, even with a hoodie on and jeans and everything like that, and the nice warm house. I was still feeling cold. So was that a slight fever? I'm not sure, because I also spent an hour and a half, 2 hours outside raking in the sun. So did I get too much sun? I don't know, because, yeah, basically living in this room for 24/7 over the last year. So being outside doing a bunch of yard work may have impacted, it just may have gotten too much sun where my body was ready for, and that might be why I was feeling that way. My wife's got a few more impacts. She definitely had a fever going. It comes and goes, and some full body aches, but she's feeling a lot better now, and she's working through it. But you know, that's the thing with a vaccine, even a flu shot, things like that. There's the possibility of a fever or things like that, and that's just normal stuff. Just as expecting it. In fact, I was expecting to be kind of down for a day or two, just for the same sort of deal. So I didn't get the same impacts, which is, I mean, it's good. You never want to get sick, but it's kind of one of those things where it'd be kind of good for the mental game to get just a touch sick, so you know that it's working. So it's kind of a weird thing, but anyway, got the first shot, so that's good. Not sure when we'll get the second. Be a while yet. They're trying to get everybody their first shot first as we roll through things. So but yeah, it's going good. Happy to have that done. Gives us a chance for some normalcy later. So that's good. Anyway, so I think that's it. That's where I'm going to end this video. And I'm going to drop it on the computer and see how the new computer edits it. And I also want to see what the lighting looks like, because I spent a half an hour playing with the lighting and I'm not sure I got it good. But we'll see what it looks like. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.